to some Neverwinter. We're creating a new character. We have to go through this cutscene. Nope. Alright, so I'm going to talk about this. So yeah, I'm going to talk about all these characters. So I'm going to be going through all this. This is going to be a long video, hopefully. So, and then all the classes, and then all the different other stuff. So human, we won't go for the racial abilities, but we'll go through the human. Of all of the civilized races, the humans are the most adaptable and diverse. Humans settlements can be found almost anywhere, and a human moral costume and increases customs and increases very greatly. Your defense is 3% higher than that of other race. Ability score +2 to any ability score. You gain an additional heroic feat point at level 10, 15, and 20. So half orc is the one I have for my character I'm playing now. So the half orcs combine the beast qualities of humans and orcs. Though some would agree that the good qualities of orcs are few and hard to find from their orc blood, half orcs inherit great physical strength and toughness. They are fierce warriors, fleets of foot as they change into battle. The wood elf, wild and free, wood elves guard their forested lands using stealth and deadly arrows from the trees. They build their home in close harmony with the forest. Opportunely joined the travelers. So perfectly joined that travelers often fail to notice that they have earned a wood elf community until it is too late. The sun elves have lived apart from the events of the world for thousands of years. They mimic the aloof nature of their socially in their personal actions as well. They are sure to smile. They are slow to smile, quick and to disparage, and always ready to demonstrate their superiority, knowledge, and skill. The dwarf. Okay, the glory of the ancient dwarven kingdom lies far in the past, yet this stout champions remain vigilant against the myriad foes arrayed against them, claiming that they stepped fully formed from the heart of the world. Dwarves have much in common with the store and the steel they respect. Halflings are a small race known for their resourcefulness, quick wits, and studied nerves. They are nomadic folk who roam who roam waterway and marshlands. No people travel further or see more of what happens in the world than halflings, half elf. Designed from elves and humans, half elves are a vital race in which the best features of elves and humans often appear. And tiefling, plagued by a dark and sinister heritage, tieflings walk through shadows of their race past, savoring the darkness or trying to escape it. Tieflings are scattered through foreign littered geographically and remember to distant times what devils and demons are an active influence over the lands. Finally, the Drow. Drow are a descendant race of dark elves whose beauty and sophistication fail to mask hearts, all too often stained in evil. The worst majority of dark elves base their behavior and attitudes on the worship of the Chaumatic evil goddess Loth, also known as the Spider Queen. Drow society, is organized into houses. The heads of the most powerful houses acquire leadership position in the various societies of the underdark, the subterranean realm beneath. Fern that the dark elves call home. Is there any others that actually have more than one? Okay, no. So let's just choose human. Now, the great weapon fighter is an unstoppable. Let's go to the top then. The trickster rogue, the master of stealth and mysterious misdirection. The tracker rogue maneuvers across the battlefield and sticks from the shadows with prayed daggers and trickiest rogue dodges in and out of melee, inflicting massive damage on foes with a flurry of deadly blows. The devoted Celeries. Devoted Celeries is a devout healer, commanded to providing injury and restoring health and faith in the divine, capable of enforcing discipline on the battlefield with a companion of a territory. Control and righteous holy damage, pre-zone placement and strategic collation are necessary traits for the devoted Cleric. Also the you got stealth, bait and switch, thievery and bloodbath. For this guy you got Still Change, Healing Ward and Religion and Flame Strike. And now the Control Wizard. Control Wizards harness powerful arcane energy to restrict, crush and debilate their foes. Wielding a magical orb, they are capable of unleash unleashing torrents of damage, and use ice and force to manipulate the movements of unwriting creatures. So magic missile, chilly strike, arcane, and then arcane stringular. The Hunter Ranger. Ranger's abilities reflect the divided between civilization and wilderness. Although Rangers learn to master weapons most commonly bows and those used in two-weapon fighting, they argument that's material training with their knowledge of a primal magic. So sample powers, melee sentence, hindering shot, nature, and hindering strike. So this is the sword warlock, which I was gonna go for in my one I have now, but I went for another one. No stability here. You want to deal damage. You're taunting her than other warlocks, and you've got powers to help you attack and defend in melee, as excellent ranged attacks. Sample powers: warlock, curse, vampire, embrace, arcane, and brood of Hader. Now this is the one I went for, the alpha-bound paladin. So paladins are warriors of the light, who take holy vows to protect and preserve the light. Paladins take the oath of divination, or an oath of protection during their training to further supply how they serve the gods. Sample powers: security, diving touch, and religion. Lay on, and also the mega pack is lay on hands. The last two here, and we have got the Great Weapon Fighter. The Great Weapon Fighter is an unstoppable force of damage and skilled in using the weight of a great sword to dispatch those that stand in the way. The Tom of Strength, the Great Weapon Fighter, is also resilient enough to defend allies in need. So he has sprint, punishing charge, and dungeoneering, and avalanche of steel. And finally, the Guardian Fighter. The Guardian Fighter is a courageous and stalwart, superior at defense maneuvers, and no stronger to hand combat. Heavy plate armor, and a shield. And what was I? And a shield make the Guardian Fighter a durable mainstay on the battlefield, while a trusty longsword and focused aggression cut through foes that stand in the way. So it has guard, enforced threat, and dungeoneering, and fighter's recovery. So we're just gonna go with the warlock. Yeah, we're gonna go with the warlock, and here's the wow. So we're not gonna go through this, but we're gonna go through these individually. So we'll go through the ones that are down here. So the strength, STR, measure a character's physical power. For base stat is 12, and you have chosen a plus. So yeah, con. So there's constellation, aka con, represents a character's health, stamina, and vital force. And finally, I think Dex, where's that? Dexterity measures hand-eye coordination, ability, reflexes, and balance. Intelligence describes how well a character learns and reasons. Wisdom measures common sense, probity, self-discipline, and empathy. And finally, charisma measures force. Charisma? I'm just gonna say cha measures force of personality, persuasiveness, and leadership. Okay, so we're just gonna go for, let's go for wisdom. No, we don't need we can continue, done. Now these are things I need to go through. Minotaur is the god of the sun and time. His church teaches that he has died and been reborn time and again, like the turning of a great clock. He is revered by farmers, merchants, and nomads who follow the seasons and the turning of the crystal clock, or is that the celestial clock, as well as paladins who battle undead. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Chanti is the mother of Toli, and she oversees the instructions of sentient mortals. With the natural world, she draws worshippers from all of who depend on the land for their livelihood, or whatever it says, livelihood, including farmers and villagers who live close to the land, and druids who tend the wild reaches. Kantun is a kindly goddess of natures and feeds the world. Next one, the Carlon. Carlon is a skilled warrior and the father of the 11 races who were born of the blood he shed in his epic battles with Grumish. Carlon is worshipped by the 11 races and half-elves, as well as those who work magic. He is a benevolent protector of his flowers and is focused on long-range goals. Kalamover, whatever his name is, Kalamover presides over the passage from life to death, judging the faithless and the false, and apportioning souls to their proper fate in the afterlife. His flowers are drawn from those who find comfort in natural destruction from life to death, and those who battle undead, and the practitioners of Necromony, wherever they might be found. Carnivores postulate fairness, firm hand, and steady grace bring comfort to those who lose loved ones. There's another 8. Okay. So Sylvanas, the forest father or Tree Father, is the Lord of nature in all its wild splendor. He is worshipped by druids, rangers, hermits, and others who dwell in the wilderness. Sylvanus is wild and unpredictable, given to tender acts and of mercy, and wild bouts of savagery. Saloon, the goodness of the moon, governs the ebb and flow of tides and comfort the world with her silvery glow in the black of night. The constantly battles the darkness of her sister Shah. The ranks of Saloon faithful include Marines, travelers, and those who seek comfort in the night. Saloon is kind, caring, and ageless, ever waxing and waning power and waning power in power. So Ogoma is the Lord of knowledge and thought, both the spoken and the written word. The Bender is served by all who seek knowledge, including boards, lore keepers, sages, scribes, and wizards. Gumma thrives on the new ideas regardless of their consequences, and the communication of knowledge in all its forms. Homodin, the All-Father forged the dwarf race from gems and precious metal, and imbued the dwarfs with souls with the strike of his mighty hammer. Morden is revered by dwarfs, blacksmiths, and those who work with gems and metal. The soul forger is stern, stubborn, and uncompressing, but tireless and brave in the defense of his creations. So Soon is the mistress of beauty and tender emotions. She is revered by artists, lovers, and gallants drawn from the ranks of human elves and half-elves. Despite her flirtatious, loving nature, the Lady of Love holds herself aloof, pledging her heart only to her faithful. The Tempest is the god of battle and patron of martial prowess. He is revered by all warriors, from the lowest soldier to the mightiest warlord. The fearless lord of battle views war as a force of nature that shapes and reshapes civilization. Torm, the loyal fury, is the god of law, dutifully upholding and strictures of civilization. Torm is served by paladins and other holy champions. Ever steadfast and true, he is consumed by his sense of duty. Final one, Timor, known as Lady Luck, Timor is the goddess of good fortune. Those who seek good luck or want to express thanks for having received it pay homage to his Timor. This Timor. We're gonna go for. This is just a draft one to knowledge, and I got all the cities to look at. Okay, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think this is character origins. So this is, I think, the background, and then we got the overview. So we'll go. Okay, so Farron Underdark is a network of submarine tunnels, curved seas, and rivers that spans the entire world beneath the lands north and east of the Waterdeep and Neverwinter. Lies as vast and notorious domain called the North Dark. Cormyr. Wow. The forest kingdom of Cormyr lies at the western and the Sea of Fallen Stars. The brave and noble folk of Cormyr are justly proud of their centuries-old kingdom, seeing the land of the purple dragon as a reduct and of safety in the world gone mad. Whatever. Loire is a land of friendship and safety, a defense league of strong independent cities. Yes, cities. It offers a new start for people with fine lives, welcoming those of all races and backgrounds, as long as their intentions are noble. Intentions are noble. Alright, so never ill. The empire of Netheril is risen from the desert sands of Anaroch, is a land wreathed in the shadows that dominates the northern reaches of Fern. Netherese claim a long and ancient history for their country. Waterdeep. The city of splendors is a center of conference. The representatives of every race, creed, and nation come to trade, spread rumors, and make their fortunes. Water havens are united in their hopes of bettering their lot in life, and embrace the adventuring life in hopes of making their fortunes. In Amun, everything is a priest controlled by 5 wealthy and powerful merchant houses. Amun is ruled through summoning, intimidation, and pragmatism. People of Amun, who tired of the corporate rule of the high houses, often go in search of adventure. Luskan, the dismal city of Luskan, forest on the north shores of the sword coast. Its days of glory and promised far behind it. A magnet for freaks, cast-offs, and fugitives. Loose gun replenishes its dying population with a steady stream of exiles feeling justice or precision. Most people who end up in loose con soon look for a way out, a chance to escape a pointless death at the hands of Madam Friends, or worse. Greyvale. Beneath the mysterious star mounts the southern edge of the ancient high forests. The Greyvale straddles the river Dilmabury in north, and the dangerous wilderness helps produce and heartily breed of adventure. Dragon Coast. Mentions of the Dragon Coast evokes images of dark allies and underhanded dealings of thieves, guilds, and pirate ships, a wellspring and of diversity. All manner of adventure comes from the Dragon Coast. So Neverwinter, obviously Neverwinter is the name of the game. Neverwinter is a home to a hardly creative people who have rebuilt their city in wake of the eruption of Mount Hotanau. While still a shadow of its former glory, the city shows why it is called the City of Skilled Hands. Wow. I obviously your main quest is to save Neverwinter. Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is a city of opportunity and fair laws. The city prides itself on being an open place where anyone can become a citizen or start a new life, regardless of race and or background. Adventurers from all walks of life come from Baldur's Gate, where opportunity awaits on every corner. Off Moon's Isley, off the western coast of Fruin lies an archipelago known as the Mounchie Isles. It is home to two human cultures, the Druidic folk and the Serving Northlanders. The isolated, brutal terrain has bred a hardly and self-reliant people. Two more. Okay, Dranor. This ancient elven kingdom was once the foremost power north of the Sea of Fallen Stars, before it fell into the darkness 7 centuries ago. It remained a monster haunted ruin for hundreds of years, until the sun and moon elves reclaimed the kingdom shortly before the year of blue fire. Dranor has flourished since its refounding, And finally, the Dale Lands. The Dale Lands are a group of closely allied communities that share common cultures and traditions. Dale's folk believe strongly in individual kingdom and collective responsibilities. So that was it for this video. See you guys next time.